Alright, it's time! Another week. ZTGD Radio. This episode 773 for November 20th, 2023. Turkey week. We'll have some stuffings.
It is, man.
Yeah, that's fucking Thursday, man. That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah, we were supposed to have our.
It's a duck, not a turkey.
We were supposed to have our. We did a Friendsgiving yesterday. We were supposed to have our Thanksgiving with my parents and stuff today, but unfortunately my son is sick. So.
Oh, that's always fun.
Man.
It's that time of year when everybody gets sick.
Yep.
Because we were supposed to do a Friendsgiving, and I don't even know if that has been scheduled. I think that's going to be a Christmas giving. I don't know. Chris Friends. I don't know. It's going to be that kind of
Merry
thing
Friendsmas.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh no, I got sick this week, so I definitely know the sick thing. It's it's not fun. It's like, go away, viruses.
Go away.
Nobody likes you.
Just go far away. Maybe to
space.
I saw this news story the other day about how apparently Discord will like limit you if you use the soundboard too much. I was like, fuck, they clearly aren't monitoring our channel.
They clearly aren't. We spam the hell out of this thing.
When you remember it's there, then you spam it. But like the whole show could go on, but like at the end of the show, it's like, what's going on?
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
that
thing
was such a good one
exists.
to end on. Oh man. Oh shoot.
Anyway, video games, those are a thing. I assume people have been playing. Terrence said he didn't want to go first, so Wombat, you want to go first?
Sure.
I've done fucked him up. He's like, what happened?
I'll go first in Terrence's stead.
I appreciate you, man. You were a real one.
Well, you know what? I'll do what I can, Terrence, to buy you some time, because I know how important that will be to you. So I didn't play anything.
Wow. Right. He is the worst. Alrighty.
No, but in all honesty, I really didn't play anything. We spent all week getting ready for this Friendsgiving thing and decorating the house and cleaning the house and doing different stuff that we needed to do to get out of the way. So I played a little bit more Baldur's Gate. And that's really it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
started to play that last night. Like it was around 12:30, and I was like, man, I need to go to bed, but I don't really want to. I was like, I should play Baldur's Gate. I was like, nah, because you really got to get into that.
You got to get into that. Yeah.
Like sit down, you're gonna play for 10 minutes, and it'll be 4 hours because stuff goes down rabbit holes fast in that game.
Yep, it certainly does. Yeah, it's not a hey, I've got 15 minutes, let me play something kind of game. So unfortunately, I have not played anything else. I do. So I have Octopath Traveler 2 now teed up as my game after this. So I hope to get into that here pretty soon. But I, unfortunately, like I said, did not get much of a chance to play anything this week.
So you bought you 3 minutes. How do you feel about that?
Yeah,
3 minutes.
Congratulations.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I just didn't want to feel rambly. I always listen back to this because I don't know. Y'all said y'all don't listen to it, but when I'm doing my taxi driving, which is when I'm driving around all of my kids, I listen to this and I'm like, man, nigga, you sound so rambly. And I was trying to get stuff in order this week and I didn't. I ran out of time, so I apologize. But okay, this is what I done played. I'm assuming
this is a very professional podcast, Terrence.
Damn right.
So it's very important that you're organized and that all your thoughts are gathered.
See, and I'm trying to aspire to that level of professionalism when I'm on here, and damn it, it's hard. So
how do
I'm
you feed
trying.
blood to Grandpa?
I mean, these are important
Um,
questions that have been asked on this show. So,
Yes.
and that's just one of the important questions, right? I mean, there's so many like nuggets.
When you
Like
actually are getting like wood and stuff, like you can come off the ship.
That's
this is
true,
important
actually.
stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I love this show. Okay, all right, for real, video games. Okay, so I guess the first one I'll talk about is UFO robot Grendizer, and I know a lot of people is like, what the fuck? What is
I was
that?
gonna say
Well,
those are words.
exactly. Yeah, those are words that are you put together. So it's a cartoon. It's an anime from the 70s. It was popular in Japan, and then it got released and dubbed in France, and then like picked up like a following there. And this is actually the first video game that Grendizer has been in, and it essentially is kind of Voltron-esque, the story. So the story in a nutshell is you are um, Prince Fleet or Duke Fleed of the planet Fleed, because back then they was like, fuck it, we just go name the people the same name as the planet, just like Dragon Ball. We got Vegeta from Planet Vegeta and all of that. Just yeah, whatever. They was YOLOing back then. But anyway, um, so they get invaded by the oh man, I forgot the army. Oh Lord, the Void Army. This is not important. They get invaded by these people, who is led by um General Blackie.
What the fuck?
It's so funny. His name, so it's spelled Blaki, but like, cause the game is and it's like for a budget title, it's got a lot of really good production value. Cause the cutscenes and well, the cutscenes are animated, but then the story is kind of told through stills, drawings of the characters, and they look like they're from the 70s. Like they have those kind of like print scratches and stuff that the 70s kind of had. Like I don't know, it just looks really good. But it's voiced, so every character like talks. So yeah, they when the first time they said General Blackie, I was like, what the fuck? Wait, what? What's his name? Hold on. Like I set up a little bit. And I was like, wait, like that was crazy. And then they said it again. I was like, that's wild. And then he like looks like he's black too, which is funny. And I'm like, man, y'all just Lord, we
It
got
was
Duke
it was a
Fleet from
different
Planet Fleet.
it was a different time.
It was a different, exactly. It was different. Like I would, me, I wasn't offended. I found it funny as hell. Like I was laughing because I was sitting in my natural state, obviously playing this, and I'm like, General Blackie, that's wild. But anyways, um, this game, it mixes three different play styles. So you have the on foot action, which is third person brawler, like you throwing hands. So you got X is your like main attack, Y he uses this like crescent attack, and in pure 70s kind of anime form, all of the attacks outside of the crescent attack and the normal attacks, he announces out. So you have shoulder blades, and he'll be like, or shoulder oh my god, shoulder boomerangs, and every time you press it, hit shoulder boomerang, and I'm like, like I don't know, I find all that cheesy stuff, kind of cool. It adds to the authenticity of the game. Um, but the other two game modes, it has a Star Fox style mode when Grendizer merges with his it's like this disc thing that enables him to like fly into outer space, so it turns him into like a ship. And it has this like cool like cutscene where it goes up into space and it shows like the pilot like moving from the robot to like down and then up to the like bridge of the ship part where it can fly it. Like it's the whole thing is very stylized like the cartoon. But it's like a Star Fox on rails shooter. So you're just kind of moving, left to right, hitting barrel rolls and shooting the targets that come up. And then the other mode is a shmup, the shoot 'em up style game where you're like this UFO, your Prince Fleet's one of Duke Fleet's friends, and you're like in this little flying saucer and you have weapons, so you're dodging all the bullets and stuff and fitting through little, spots of all the little colored dots on the screen while you're shooting different stuff and like that. But it blends all that stuff, and I'm not even a fan of the shmup stuff. But even that, I found it was a lot of fun. Like again, it's a budget title. It takes those like three very different kind of play styles and blends it together well, and it has a decent story, which it just tells the story of the anime. It only ran for one season, so it's not like super duper deep or anything. Um, but it's open world when you're on foot, and you'll have like missions littered around the map, again with the different enemies that you can go and like beat up and do different stuff. Like it's for a budget title, it's pretty solid. What else did I play? Oh Lord. Oh, I played real quick. I played Immortals of Avium because I guess they put a free trial up on Xbox, and I don't. When does that game start getting good? I guess. How far you got to go before you?
I don't know that that's ever happened.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
that's fair.
It's the most like forgettable first-person shooter you'll ever play. Like, there's nothing inherently wrong with it, but it's just not that interesting.
That's how it felt, because like I'm still, you start off and I guess you're, the kid running around with that girl, and I got the first little, after the target practice, shooting the little things on the wall or whatever, and I ran around to the little bit of the story stuff, and I'm like, man, I just don't care. Like,
so you didn't make it to the point
like,
where you're actually the soldier with the lady and all that?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
I mean, that's cool, like, when it first happens, and then it just turns back into, like, oh, which color beats this monster? Okay.
Okay. See, and I think that's what I was expecting more from that. Like, and then when I got that initial like ability, and it was just like literally a gun, right? I'm like, oh, okay. Well, so yeah, I uninstalled. So
I
thank you
mean,
for the trial. I
you
appreciate that.
legitimately, that's what you do. You get that first gun, and then when you become a soldier, you get one that's like, guess what? A shotgun. And then you get another one that's,
Mm-hmm.
guess what? Like a machine gun. And there you go.
Mm-hmm.
And they're
Yeah.
all color
Yeah.
coded, and then you get some powers, and then you get a whip, and it's like, okay. But then, like, you fight stuff, and it's like, we're gonna lock you into this arena, and you're gonna fight these things, and it's just switching colors, and it's like, okay.
Yeah. See, and no, I'm good. Yeah, like I said, I uninstalled. So I appreciate them putting that trial up. I wish EA would quit bullshitting and put that what is it, Fallen Order? No, what's the new one called?
Survivor, but
Jedi
no, you
Survivor.
ain't getting
Yeah,
that. You ain't getting that till next year.
I know. I'm gonna get it for Black Friday. That's all. I'm check to see who got the cheapest price and just
I
do it
mean, you
like
just
that.
need to play that game before the end of the year because it's going to be on your list if you do.
It will.
Well, and that's why I want to play it, because I figured it probably will. So
because it's all fixed now. Like, it don't run like shit. So
that's what I read. So I'm coming in with the good version. So there's that too. So yeah. I played some Persona 5 Tactica, and that's a tactics game set in the Persona 5 universe.
yeah, it's
Really
so wonderfully named. Then
Yes, yeah. You know what you're getting when you put that on. You know what you're getting for sure. It plays like the Mario Rabbit game on Switch. So, you go into cover, they use their guns to, peek out and shoot behind cover, or you can run up to them and they do like a physical attack, which will launch the enemies away. But you got to be careful because they can like bounce off of stuff and end up hitting you or your other party and do damage. So it's very much like that Rabbids game, if y'all played that. It's very much like that, but with Persona 5 stuff. And then of course the personas are in there. I haven't put a whole lot of time into it, but I may. It's on Game Pass, so I may go back to it at some point. It's just, there's other stuff out. Play some more Alan Wake. God, I really want to finish. I want to finish it so I can get this review done for it. I was hoping to be done this weekend, but I still have problems, and I saw it got a patch either yesterday or Friday. I don't. Have you booted it up over this weekend at all?
No, I didn't touch it this weekend because, like, I'm still waiting for that green light that says the sync issues have been fixed, and because I'm gonna tell you, if I'm watching them cutscenes and like I can handle, like I can stomach a couple milliseconds of like, oh, it's a little off.
Yeah,
But I mean, this shit's like way off.
It's way off. It's like watching, samurai movies in the '70s off. Like it's, it's way off, and I'm like, bro, like why?
Yeah, and the
So
game's got like 37 patches already, and it's like, well, you can't fix this one fucking thing, like.
Right. And then like they call it out on Twix, and they were saying it's happening for the Series S, and I'm like, no, bruv. Like I'm having that issue on the Series X. Like what are we doing right now?
Yeah, that
So
shit's all over just Xbox, man. Like.
Mm-hmm. And it's sad because it's, oh god, that game is so good. But yeah, I'm still having problems with it, but I do still enjoy it. Um, so I played some of the Naruto X Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm connections. Whew, I had to take a sip of
What the
water
fuck
after all
even
of
is
that.
that? Like, what is
Oh
it?
man.
Some multiplayer game or what? What is that?
No, so this one is more like so Shinobi Strikers was the multiplayer one. This one is more like the Ninja Storm games. And basically it's just like the title says, it's the ultimate Ninja Storm game. But what's wild is outside of looking better, and again, I don't watch this anime outside of like different fight scenes and stuff that I've seen, because I've said this in the past, I can't get over Naruto's voice actor, like his voice being like high pitched, kind of like whiny kind of, but then also deep and gravelly, just doesn't, I don't know, it bothers me, and I'm like, what what is wrong? Like this kid just smoked a lot of cigarettes, like coming out the womb. I don't know I don't know. Anyway, the game plays almost like the last Ninja Storm game. Not, you know what? Damn that, it plays exactly like the last Ninja Storm game. Like the melee combat is still one button. You know what they did do is they implemented a system where it's easier to play, much like Street Fighter did with its modern controls. So there's a normal control set and like a kind of, I don't know what they're called. I think it's called simple and normal in this. But it plays like the modern control. So it's easier to pull off cooler stuff without having to know, you have to press, your chakra button before you press, this button to do this ninjutsu or whatever. It's kind of all mapped in one, which is nice. But outside of that, everything, what?
My kid
Did I?
the other day just came to me, and you said the word, and he said it to me the other day. He's like, "Dad, they're messing with my chakra." And I'm just like, "What? What the fuck? What?"
What are you talking to? Man, they mess with your chakra, boy. Hold on.
Don't mess with his chakra.
That's what I said.
Nah.
I was like,
What are you
"What?" Now
Kid
that
done
word
moved
makes me
face.
laugh because I'm like, who the fuck uses that in like normal conversation?
Right? Like I would use that if it went in this game. Like right, that's so funny. Oh, that's so kids are great, man. Um, but yeah, so it plays almost exactly like the last one. So there's more characters and stuff, but I mean it's still the arena battler. You can do single matches, or it's 2v2, because I think Naruto is finished at this. Yeah, it is definitely, because this also includes the Boruto stuff, which is Naruto's son. Please don't ask me to explain all this stuff and why they named what, because I was playing with my son. I was asking him questions. I play this game to throw hands and do fantastic cool stuff, because when they do different like finishing moves and like special attacks, you get a whole ass cinematic. Like you sit back and it's like a wonderful, crazy, like the one dude, Madara, y'all don't care, but I'm gonna tell you anyway because it's fantastic. His little move, this nigga like knocks the person away and summons a moon, like, or a comet rather, and hits you with the comet, and then he summons a whole moon on top of that and smashes you with that, and it's like animated from the anime, and it's like super. I don't know. It's cool to watch. Like it's very exciting. The fights are very exciting. But
Okay.
the story mode is just, I know I'm not trying to sell you. I'm just explaining it because I know you don't care.
I
I
just
just not
like
your bag.
what I've played like so many of these, and like every time I play it, I was like, man, They really just go all out. Like, just fucking throw everything at you. Like, I'm surprised they don't summon Jesus or something. I don't know.
They do. Basically, there are some that summon like stuff like that. Like think like the final battle in Bayonetta type deal. Like they summon shit like that. Like, it's crazy. Like, and that's why I like it. Like it's just like damn. But that's the thing. If you've played it in the other ones, you've played this one. Outside of it just being like looking prettier. Like there really is nothing new here that they've added. There is a side story that it says it's original. I haven't actually started it yet, but a Boruto story. So I guess set whatever is going on in Boruto's time frame or in that story right now. But outside of that, yeah, it just feels very samey. It's still fun, still a blast to play, but it's like, man, do I really want to spend money on this? I was probably good with the last one. I mean, and if you keep Shinobi Strikers, I guess I don't know.
How many have they made? These things started in the 360 era.
Yeah, right? Man, this is the 6th one, I think, 6th or 7th one.
I don't believe that. That sounds too low.
You know what? I might be wrong. You might be right. It might be more than that.
That just does not feel like the right number. Like when you say there are 6 of something, I was like, I believe that for like Tomb Raiders on the Xbox 360. When you tell me there's only 6 Shinobi, Naruto, Baruto, the fuck whatever games, nah, I think you're lying.
Okay, yeah, damn.
I still remember the first time I heard about this series of games was from Gambus Khan on this podcast. And when he said that it was called Naruto to Boruto, I thought he was joking.
Nah, the anime is fucking crazy.
And then when he told me that Boruto was Naruto's son, I lost it.
Yep, I did too. When my son told me, go ahead.
And I was just gonna say, now my son loves that anime. So
I'm gonna tell you this: if you take all this, like if you get deep into this stuff, you are not allowed to make fun of anybody ever.
True, facts. Oh, and I'm gonna tell you, I just found this and counted it, nigga. I said 6, and I was, oh my god, there's 15 of these.
See, I told you.
Just the Ultimate Ninja series. Like the first one came out in 06, 03 in Japan for the PlayStation 2. Like that's just this one like series. There's a whole other list of other like offshoots. Like, my god.
Yep. Yeah, I had the Ron Burgundy gif as soon as you told me there were 6. I'm like, I don't believe you.
Yeah, that's, oh my goodness. But anyway, it's fun. Like it's the fights and stuff are still fantastical. It just feels very samey. So, but I'm gonna write a review for that. So there'll be more on that later. The other game that I played that I'm gonna, there are 2 games actually that I played that I'm gonna get a review for. The first one is Prison City, which I don't know if you got to boot this up. So it feels like a mashup of like Metal Gear and Contra and what's the one where you can hang on the walls? Was that? Yes, nice. I did.
Hang on the walls, Shinobi. I mean, yes, I have played this. I've played through 4 stages, I think. It's got a similar structure to like Mega Man, where like once you beat the tutorial mission, you get to pick from one of 8 other missions, and you kind of go through, and you've got one simple attack. You can like hang on bars and climb walls, and then like the objective of every level is to like meet up with this other dude and get a key to unlock the door to the boss. You fight the boss and you move on.
Mm-hmm.
There are achievements in this game for like getting new powers, because I heard it's kind of Metroidvania-y. And like I beat 4 levels, I ain't got a fucking power. Like I've got nothing. I just beat bosses, which is fine. That's cool, but like where are the powers?
I got you. Yeah, I haven't got no powers.
Yeah,
where are the powers?
It's got a map just like Metroid. As you move through it, it fills in. It's fun. The biggest complaint I have about the game is that the way the visual design is that I get fucking lost. Like there are stuff I just don't see.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
So
yeah, it was fucking me up too.
It's
fun.
Yeah, I do love the themes of the levels. Like one level is literally you driving a motorcycle down the highway, and it's like a vehicle level. It's super fun. There's one that takes
But
place inside a stadium and you're fighting football players. Like, this shit's cool. Like, this game is really cool. And it ain't no Souls-like. It ain't no rogue-like. It's just a straight-up fucking video game.
Yeah. And you can kind of tweak the difficulty. So if you want to play it with the harder, like 90s, because it's evoking that kind of 90s, again, like Metal Gear and some of the other stuff that we name. But if you want to play it like that, where you don't have health, or you get one hit, hit one time and you're dead or whatever, you can turn all that on, but you don't have to, which is nice. Like, again, options are great.
No, this game is. I really like this game. I just want to know, and I wish I hadn't even looked at the achievements, because now I'm like, well, where's my fucking powers? Like, what level do I have to do to get a power? And I have yet to get a power.
Probably have to do something in a specific order or something. It's like super technical.
Yeah, but by the time I get a power, now the game will be over. Like,
yeah, right.
Like, I've already finished half of the levels. I'm like, I should have had a power by now, right?
One would think it's gonna be like Symphony of the Night. This is just the first side. It's gonna flip upside down.
Dude, I play more stages of this. Like, this is cool shit. Like, the music.
It actually is.
The music is so good too. Like, oh man.
Mm-hmm. Because I honestly wasn't expecting much from it. And it's like, oh hey, you want? I'm like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, eh. And then it like started, and I was like, damn, okay, this is actually way cooler than I thought. Like his little cybernetic eye patch and shit. I was like, I'm trying to be like old school Nintendo shit. Like, yeah, the music is really fire. Like I do like the music in this.
Yeah, the Metal Gear, like when you meet the dude that gives you the key, that's when you like do the Metal Gear like codec conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cool ass game. I definitely highly recommend it. Like, it's being published by the same dudes that did the AVGN games. But it's developed by a company called Programmancer. And I don't know that they've ever actually done anything else, but the game's fucking cool.
It is. It definitely is. And the other one that I'm playing for you is Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, Realms of Ruin, which I played 3. Why am my voice crack? Oh, excuse me, apologize. I played 3 of the story missions so far.
Yeah.
And once you get the controls down, it took me about to play those 3 missions to really get it down, because I'm playing on console, because I can't really do keyboard and mouse anymore. Once you get the controls down, it's pretty fast and fluid. It's a very micromanagey strategy game. You, due to kind of like the triangle kind of power system, where you have like the swords beat oh my God, swords beat arrows and shields, whatever the triangle. There's a triangle hierarchy, whatever that you have to follow. And like a single unit of the opposing thing will just fuck up an entire battalion of whatever you have going on. So you have to be cognizant of all of your battalions that are out across the field, and be ready to reinforce them with different units at a time. And it honestly, it's a lot to do, or rather to kind of, not really to do, I guess, to implement. To do works. It's just a lot at the same time that you have to monitor. And the game modes that I've played so far, even in the campaign, is all just capturing points. So you have to hold, these 3 points until this ticks down, or hold this point to generate this much resource, while keeping the enemy off of them. And that's it. There hasn't been any sort of variety. There's been different troop types, because I've fought against the orcs and the I can't think of the faction, but the undead faction is. I know more about the 40K universe than the Sigmar bit of Warhammer, but I don't know. It just feels very samey so far. It does have a multiplayer mode, so it has 1v1 or 2v2 on there, and I did see that they have a ranked mode as well. There's 4 different races to choose from, outside of the Knights of Sigmar and the orcs, the undead. There's starts with a T, like Tisketh, Zakethi or something race. I don't
I
know.
mean, you could make it up, and I believe you right now. Like I don't.
Yeah, I figured that's why I was like Zakethi. I actually, when I said it, I was like, damn, Ryan gonna be like, actually, that's the Zakazi.
Is
Okay,
that
don't say
what
that.
Ryan
Like,
sounds like?
it's,
What the fuck?
Man, I ain't never talked like that in my entire life.
I just figured he would take that time to sound like that because he was doing the actually, like he was
actually,
I
making
get
fun
it.
of me. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know enough about that universe to know what the actual name of it is. So
I got you.
Takethi works for me.
That works. Cool. All right. Then we'll fuck it. That's what they call it. All right. So yeah. So it has the 4 different races. And then it also has like a conquest mode where you can pick a race and it randomizes, so it has the different seeds where those different characters, because it'll be generating something new every time you play, and it basically puts you on a map and just task you with taking over this entire area, but different like points and battle points that are on that map will have different modifiers, like maybe troops can't block in this one, or maybe you can't spawn this type of this type of troop, or you'll be at a deficit with this, or the enemy will be at a deficit. There's different sort of variables on there, which is again is cool. I just I don't know. I don't know if this game has enough content. Um, Especially with the campaign being only from one perspective, because it has 4 different races, but the campaign, from what I understand, the story mode is just from the Knights of Sigmar um perspective. So the other sides are just enemies that you come across, and you just play them in the thing. I mean, I'm used to StarCraft where you got 3 different campaigns in one, like you told a complete a story with that. So I don't know. I'll play it more. I'm sure I'll have more thoughts later, but I will be writing a review for it as well. So, um, yeah. Outside of that, oh, you know what? I messed with oh goodness, the Super Mario RPG. I got to play that a little bit. That's that's cool. I don't know. I don't know if maybe it's like Ryan was like he ain't in the mood for Yakuza. I don't know if I'm in the mood for an RPG. Um, but it's cool. Like the music was fun. I didn't realize the battle system was like the timed stuff where like you hit the attack and then like you have to wait for the star basically, and you hit it again. He does a more powerful attack, which is kind of neat. But I don't know. We'll see. I may end up going back to it, but that was kind of fun. Um, yeah, I think that's probably it. I feel like
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
All right. Let's see. What did I play this week? I checked out a lot of indie games, and
Anything good?
so I got excited because I saw somebody tweet out like, "Oh man, y'all need to check out The Last Faith. It's very Castlevania," and I was like, "Oh yeah, let's go check this
I
out."
saw that.
And this motherfucker's a Souls game.
Oh my God. Of course it is.
I'm just like, what the?
Nothing will make you flaccid more than just it's a Souls like. You're like, here I am excited to play this game, and y'all like, oh no, it's a Souls game.
Yep, I booted it up.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, this has got some cool 2D gothic pixel art. This is cool. Like
That sounds awesome.
the combat feels good. Like the enemies look cool. Like the animations are cool. And then I got to the thing, and it's like, oh, you dropped your souls. Here's your checkpoint. Everything respawns. Fuck off.
Yep. That's what kills it too. When you get to the bonfire or whatever it is, it's something you're like, oh, it's that kind of game.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that went from exciting to delete real quick.
That sucks. That sucks.
There was a game called Tri-Six Infinite I was gonna play, and I booted up. It asked me for a login. I was like, no. I just closed it out. I'm like, I'm not gonna sign up for some email shit for some fucking indie game where you race some tricycles. I'm not doing it. No.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Skater Gator. It's pretty cool. Like you're an alligator and you skateboard, and then in between you do like platforming levels. This game is cooler than you think it is. I had a lot of fun with it. Um, I played Low Story. I don't like just this little dude that looks like the sack boy with a mask and a cowboy hat, and you just walking left to right, and it keeps changing camera angles, and then it told me I was in some kind of mode. And I don't know. I never fought anything. I don't. That game is weird. Oh, I tried to play Smoots Pinball. I booted it up. I picked a table, and I couldn't do anything. Like no button did anything, and I literally pressed every button on that controller, and it just like showed me the board, and nothing happened. I'm like, cool.
Nice.
This is fun. There's a $50 surfing game that came out this week called Barton Lynch Pro Surfing. It's actually
I don't
kind
know
of.
who Barton Lynch is, but
I don't
believe he is
either. Like I don't know surfers. Like the only surfer I ever knew was the one. What was it? Kelly Slater, because they made a Tony Hawk clone about it.
I remember. Yep, I remember that.
Like, and all I can tell you is his name. Like I don't know anything else about him. But this is actually pretty good. Like it controls really well. The tutorials take too damn long. Like it's like, let me teach you how to paddle. Now let me teach you how to duck dive. Now let me teach you how to do this. I'm like, can we just surf? Like for real? um, this next game is a hell of a name, but it's made by Inti Creates. So think of it kind of in the same vein as like a Gunvolt, Azure Striker Gunvolt. It's 2D side-scrolling game. It's called Johann the Parhelion Blaze in the Deep Blue. And it's a lot, but it's a pretty cool side-scrolling like action game. You're swapping between several different characters. You pick up a lot of items. You craft new weapons. The first character you play as attacks with a giant wolf. And it's pretty good. Like it's a fun little game. Another fun little game that I played is called Karma Zoo, where you play this little blob and you're like moving through these mazes, and you can sing to move platforms and do different stuff. It's really pretty cool. You got like this little narrative or a narrator who's like talking you through everything and telling you how to do things, and he sounds like the dude from the Talos Principle, where it sounds like God is talking to you. It's a pretty cool little 2D platformer. I really kind of dug that one. And they sent me a code to wash the DeLorean and Power Wash Simulator.
Was that awesome?
It's pretty cool. Like the first thing you clean is Doc Brown's van. Then you clean the DeLorean, and I did both of those. And it was like, now you got to clean Hill Valley Clock Tower. I was like, oh, okay, we're gonna back up for a minute here. Like that's a lot of work that I don't know that I'm prepared for right now. So,
right.
But yeah, it's pretty neat. Like I don't know how much it is. Like I forgot to check. But it's probably worth like $10 just to do it. It's pretty cool.
I think that's what it is. Honestly, I think it was $10.
Okay, if it's $10, I'm okay with that. Like if it's any more than $10, nah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. And then I played about 3 hours so far of Super Mario RPG, and I fucking love it. I love the original game. And this one is just like it's taking me back to that. I do like that it has autosaves, which makes it nice because the save points are very few and far between. The combat is really fun. Like you said, like doing the action time combat is really fun. It has slowdown in the cutscenes, which is weird. Like that really kind of threw me off because like the game itself, when you're playing, has no issues, but like during certain cutscenes, you'll see like a little bit of slowdown. I do love the whimsical nature of the game, like how Mario will like when he's talking to somebody will morph into the person he's trying to explain things about, and the music is just so good.
Yeah.
It's just it looks amazing. Like it just visually, I just love the art style. I love the characters. Like I've got Mallow so far. Like I know you get, of course, Gino and Peach and Bowser at some point, but just like how quickly you get upgrades, and the platforming that's done in between the levels is really fun. But I'm really, really having a good time because I really love Super Mario RPG. Which is kind of funny that they took away the subtitle. It's just called Super Mario RPG, but the whole point of the game is to collect the 7 stars, and that was the subtitle, and now it's just gone. So it's like,
yeah. Did they ever? Well, I guess they probably didn't explain. I mean, because they didn't tell you who developed it, and we wrote a whole.
I mean,
thing out of it.
I don't care.
Yeah, no, right. Yeah, whatever.
Like the only time I ever care about who makes a game is like if I play it and I've never heard of the company and I'm like, oh, what else did you make? Like I want to go see what other games you made. Like I don't get upset like, why are you hiding a developer from me? I was like, I don't care.
Right. Like I mean, Jesus, the game was good. Like Lord.
But yeah,
calling everybody. I'm doing a lot.
This is probably going to be the game. So I have vacation time this week, so I'll probably be playing fuckload of that because that it's really good. You know, if they fix Alan Wake, I'd go back and play that. But I'm not gonna play it till it's fixed. And I also need to go back and finish RoboCop. I haven't finished that yet. I need to finish that game. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it. I think that's all I've played. Really. I mean, unless you want me to talk about Overwatch, I can do that.
Oh, you still?
Of course,
you don't have to talk about it.
Really? Were you about to ask if I'm still playing that game?
I was, but you saw I stopped myself. I was like, oh man, that's a stupid question. All right, yeah, okay, well that's fine.
I also
have you maxed the battle pass? You finished the battle pass on there?
Yeah, I finished it.
Okay, all right on.
Well, I mean, I haven't maxed it. Like I think I've only maxed 2 of them so far because it goes to level 200. But I don't really care about the titles.
Oh, okay, but you got who is the skin? Who's the mythic skin?
Hanzo.
Oh yeah, no, that's your guy though. But
yeah, no, it's awesome. He's got like this big ass dragon now that like has like it's really cool. It's like got sound effects and stuff. It's really good.
Nice.
Yeah, they just did a hog rework, which made him super fun again. So he heals more now, and he has a trap. So fun with that.
Oh, okay. So they did do more because I saw and I guess they were just doing bullet points. I just saw they added a trap, and I was like, what? So what the fuck? You just gave him a trap and called it a rework? But okay, so they buffed his healing.
They buffed his healing, so like it's not just a button press now. Like you can hold it to get more health.
Oh wow, okay.
And they took away. He only has 1 shot now, so like he doesn't have 2 different kinds of shots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And those are, I mean, that's really the big stuff. Like, his hook is still the same. He still has the same health. They already buffed his take a breather. So, like, it used to heal up to 500. Now it heals up to 700. So, have fun with that.
Man, can he still move or did they take that away?
No, he can still move.
Dang, okay. All right.
Like, I think I played this weekend. I think he was in about 70% of my games. Of course.
Wow, okay. All right.
So, and then when everybody gets mad, you just pick Orisa, because Orisa hasn't been nerfed in 3 months, and I'm fucking about to lose my mind. Fucking tank bitch is unkillable. It drives me crazy. You can always tell when the other team's getting rolled and the tank gets pissed because they switch to Orisa, and it's like, oh, here we go. Here we go. Fucking people. Anyway, no, that's it. I'm just trying to play Teardown, and Teardown is fucking awesome. But them not having the ability to invert my controls it just breaks the game for me. Like I can't play it. Like it fucks me up every time I try to play it. And they said they're working on a patch, so as soon as that patch comes out, I'm gonna play the shit out of that game because it's so much fun.
Is it?
Oh, it's so much fun.
Well, is it story based or is it?
Yeah, so like you get these contracts that people send you out on, and it's to do specific things, or you can just go into like an open world and just destroy the fuck out of everything. Okay. And like it's so much deeper than you think it is, like because it takes into account like structural systems, and there's also like vehicles you can drive, and like you have different types of things that you can use. So like you can set up napalm, or you can set up like C4 explosives, or you can just slowly beat things away with a sledgehammer, and like, man, it is so satisfying to break shit in that game.
It sounds fun. All right.
If you have PlayStation Plus, it's on there. You can just play it. Yeah, so if you like, cool. If your account hasn't run out yet, you can go play that on there. All right. Let's do new releases, which this might be the lightest week I've seen in a long ass time, because we're getting close to the end of the year and it's a holiday week. So enjoy these like 5 games we're going to talk about. Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, Teardown Deluxe Edition, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge Anniversary Edition, Worldless, Setris, Alina of the Arena, Evil Diary, and Train Traffic Manager. PS5, In the Stars and Time, Smile for Me, and all of the other stuff. Like I said, very light week. PlayStation 4 is all the same except for Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, Lord of Nothing, and Train Valley 2, Community Edition, and Very Bad Dreams.
Okay. Oh, Lord. Oh, you know what? That Gangs of Sherwood is supposed to come out this week. Well, if it actually comes out, because I think it got pushed back. No.
No, it's not this week. It's like the 30th, I think. Yeah. Turok got delayed too. The Turok 3 got moved from like November 15th to like the 30th, which I already have it.
I was about to say, I thought I saw that on Xbox, like on the store or something. Did they put it and then pull it?
I have a copy of it. I've been playing it. I can't talk about it, which is fucking weird, as it always is. That game's only 30 yeyears old, so.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, but no, it got delayed to the 30th, so talk about it then.
Okay.
Xbox One, that thing's still a thing. Deserted is the only game on here that's not on the other systems. Then we'll take a look at the Switch. Could the Switch be light this week? Of course it's not. Oh, fuck, that's out this week? Shit, I'm going to play that. Alright, go through the Switch. The Switch is not taking a vacation. I want you to know, this list is gigantic. What is today? 19. Okay, so Attack Strategy Battle Simulator Accurate. Inertia 2. Dyschronia, Chronos Alternate Definitive Edition. Euro Truck Driver Simulator. Furniture Flipper Simulator 2023, Revive, Restoration, and Creative Crafting. LOL Surprise, Roller Dreams Racing. Pui Pui Molcar Let's Molcar Party.
Jesus.
I swear to God, I'm not making this shit up. I swear. Oh, Jesus. Okay, Smile for Me. I'm going to try to pronounce the name of this game. Swim Sakabam Boss Piss.
Sweet. Oh, yeah. Sweet. That's it.
Okay, I'm going to put it in the chat. You tell me how you would pronounce this. Swim Sakabam Boss Piss. Sakabombus
Yeah.
Sakabombus. Sakabombus
Yeah.
piss.
Sakabombus Piss.
Sakabombus piss.
That sounds like you wishing somebody a holiday in somebody's language. I don't even know. Yes, happy Sakabamba piss to you. Like, what the word?
Swim Sakabamba piss.
I gotta look this game up. Swims. The screenshot is just a picture of the controller. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's like a little whale swimming around.
Oh, he's swimming. Okay. Is he swimming in a bucket of piss? Is that
what
that is?
I mean, the water's blue. So
is he swimming in a bucket of Sakabombas?
It's $2.99. So
okay,
all right.
So okay. So here's the description. The ancient fish Sakabombus Piss has been turned into a game. The controls are easy, but the game can be quite challenging. That's where it is. The Sakabombus Piss is not a very good swimmer. It will swim automatically, but as it does so, continuously rise to the sea surface. Press the button to make it dive to the bottom of the ocean. Try to go as far as you can without hitting obstacles.
Okay, I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay, so Sakabombus Piss is a
Flappy Bird.
It's an extinct genus of jawless fish that lived in the Ordovician period.
Okay.
The real fish? Holy crap! Oh my god! Okay.
Yeah, that's what the game looks like, except it's like cartoony. Yeah.
This looks cartoony. Look at its face.
Is that an amiibo? That looks like an amiibo.
It does.
It's the Sakabambas Piss amiibo.
So, an extinct genus of jawless fish lived in the Ordovician period. Sakabambas piss lived in shallow waters on the continental margins of Gondwana. It is the best known. Goddamn, why am I reading this? Arandaspid, with many specimens known.
Sure.
Vaguely resembled a tadpole with an oversized head, flat body, wriggling tail, and a lack of fins. It had characteristic frontally positioned eyes like car headlamps. I'm
gonna be honest with you. I feel like every week we learn something new. Like I learned about the axolotl a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And now I'm learning about the Sakabambas fish. No, motherfucker, I ain't no gecko specialist.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I promise, I'm not.
Gecko specialist.
Okay. So Sakabambas Piss has its own Know Your Meme page.
Oh, good.
Oh my god.
Origin: the reconstructed model of Sakabambas Piss in the Finnish museum began spreading on Twitter when user Cat Turk, I ain't giving out the X handle because no free clout, posted images of a model on August 30th, 2022. Tweet earned over 18,000 retweets and 111,000 likes. And that's the picture that I showed you with the goofy ass looking mouth and the front positioned eyes.
Saw that and was like, damn, we're going to make a game. Made a game.
Yeah.
2 years later.
And now people are making like masks and stuff out of it too. And
that's crazy.
I mean, it's weird, man. The world is a weird place. All right, what else we got coming to the Switch this week? We got this is the game I'm super excited. The Jurassic Park Classic Games Collection is out this week. I'm going to play that. I love those games. Witchtastic, ASMR slicing. That sounds painful. Astro Miner, Biomutant making its way to Switch this week. All right, let's go. Charua Soccer Pro Edition, Colored Effects, Deleted, Drawing Carnival, Talomere 2, Curse of the Kittens, Tricky Taps, Evil Diary, Guns and Spurs 2. God, I love the first one. Nora the Wannabe Alchemist, Snake Bird Complete, Starlight Drifter, and The Trotty's Adventure. So Switch owners, lots of stuff for you. Play this game.
Were you being serious about loving the first Guns and Spurs?
No, of course not.
I was not. I don't even know what it is.
I didn't either.
I've never even heard of it. Okay, all right. I was just making sure that it wasn't some hidden gem that I missed at some point.
No, sir. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the news. The Xbox news, new Game Pass games, Coral Island, Persona 5 Tactica. I wonder what that game's about. Roller Drome, and Dune Spice Wars. So.
That's coming to console?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's 28th
cool.
of November.
Nice.
NVIDIA GeForce Now gets support for PC Game Pass. You can sync your Xbox account to get access to PC Game Pass and Windows Store games. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And here was the news of the week for me, brothers. Iron Galaxy will hold a developer live stream for Killer Instinct in its 10th anniversary update this week, November 22nd at 1 p.m. Pacific time.
Specific time?
I got a friend.
It's specific time because it's specifically at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's super excited for that.
Man, Iron Galaxy back at the helm for Killer Instinct. Oh, announce a new game. Please announce a new game. All right.
I'm thinking you'll get your wish.
They'll do nothing and you'll like it.
Yeah, well, I willed that first one into existence. I will do it again. Don't you dare me. Nintendo news. Bandai Namco announced a separate team studio which works on Nintendo titles. It's called Studio 2, Studio S. Worked on games like ARMS, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Mario Kart 8, etc. Nintendo also had a Nintendo Indie World this week. I'm going to be honest, I forgot that happened because there was literally nothing in it that I gave two shits about. I legitimately don't remember anything from that show. And I watched it.
Oh, see, I didn't even watch it, so I don't know. I didn't even watch it.
Naughty Dog's head of technology, Christian Geierling, leaves after 17 years. Travis McIntosh will take over this role. Speaking of Naughty Dog, that Last of Us 2 remaster got leaked and then it was announced officially like 20 minutes later.
I thought that was a joke when I saw that. I was like, oh, that's wild, because they've been talking about that for a while. They was just playing. And then I saw y'all was, posting stuff in our little Discord, and I was like, oh, damn, they really doing that. Like, Sony is wild. Like, what the hell?
I love the picture that was floating around that I sent you guys. Like, here's the two versions. Here's what's different.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I was like, that. Oh, they are wild. Like, for what?
Well,
like,
so
it's gonna be $70.
Well, it is $70, but there's a $10 upgrade pass. So if you own the original, so that's good at least. It should be free, but I know people are going to be pissed at me about that. It's never been free. It was always cost in the past. I'm like, yeah, but there's been a new precedent set. Like, most of these upgrades are free. But they are adding new modes. They're adding, this will get you. I know you'll upgrade for this. It's adding a roguelike mode.
Of course, because that brings them in. Nothing brings the boys to the yard like roguelikes. It's better than yours. Damn right. I wasn't going to do the whole song, y'all. But yeah,
I was waiting.
That's why.
I thought it was going to happen.
No.
We've got your PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium catalogs. As I mentioned earlier, Teardown is available day one. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. Mobile Suit Gundam. Extreme versus Maxi Boost.
Oh, that's okay. Wow, that's a good pull. Okay.
Dead Island Riptide Definitive Edition. Superliminal. Ayuden Chronicles Rising. Nobunaga's Ambition. Nobunaga back in this bitch.
This ambitious motherfucker.
Alternate Jake Hunter. Daedalus, The Awakening of Golden Jazz. Well, that's a title, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. River City Melee Mock. Grandia. Jet Moto. These are the classic games. God, they had so few this month, they actually put the classic games as not just bullet points. Why put Jet Moto on here and not Jet Moto 2? Jet Moto 2 has all of Jet Moto 1's tracks. Sony does not do their classics justice, man.
No.
Up. The PSP game, Up. From the Disney movie, Up.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Klonoa Fantasy Reverie series and Parappa the Rappa 2.
Oh, okay. Man, it was a good game.
I mean, that's just another one of those PS2 to PS4 games that's been available for like 10 years. It's not. They have legitimately not added one new PS2 game that wasn't already on PS4. And in fact, it's taken them a year and a half just to add multiple PS2 to PS4 games.
I just don't understand. And people will praise them and be like, "Oh man, it's so good." Yeah, okay.
Dude, until you try to play Parappa the Rappa 2 on a HD TV, Godspeed for you.
Oh, is it bad?
Dude, the timing is so fucked up because it was designed for a CRT.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yep.
So, all right, let's have this conversation. We have got the Game of the Year award nominees. The Keeleys put out their stuff this week, which, it was full of all kinds of questionable decisions. Like, I don't know, nominating Destiny for best community support. That's a weird thing.
Like, right.
Nominating an esports coach who's not even a coach was hilarious. Like, what? There was another weird nomination. I can't remember what it was. But anyway.
I don't remember. I stopped paying attention to the Kiwis a long time ago.
let's talk about the 6 games that were nominated. I think most of us kind of expected a lot of this, but the 6 games that have been nominated: Baldur's Gate 3, obvious; Alan Wake 2, obvious; Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, yeah, that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2, of course.
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers Wonder, yeah, I get that. And Resident Evil 4 Remake, which I totally get, but boy, it made the internet mad. They're like, how's a remake in Game of the Year?
I think it made the internet, because that's all of them, right? That's all of them?
That's all 6. Those are the 6 Game of the Year games. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it made them mad because they put that remake on there and there was like legit new stuff that I feel like got snubbed and probably at least should have been on. Like Hogwarts Legacy literally just got off the little 25 like best selling list and it came out in February. Like that, I just feel like
that game wasn't nominated at all. It had 0 nominations.
Didn't get anything. Yeah, and that's crazy. Like what? And then I kind of feel like that it didn't get any nominations because of the controversy or lack thereof. I don't even know how to word it. That could come with it, like with nominating them, and I feel like that's why. But that game was incredible, and it deserves to be in the Game of the Year conversation.
No, absolutely. That game is like, probably still in my top 10. If it's not, it's like right outside of it. Because it's really good.
Mm-hmm. Weird stuff with the Keeleys, man. I don't know.
I mean, I understand why all 6 of these games are on here. The only one that I may not put on here, and I know this is going to get me some flack, but Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Like, I like that game, but I don't think it's the second coming of Super Mario World. I'm sorry, I don't. I just don't.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of people seem to think that game is a lot better than I kind of found it to be. I don't know. It feels like a Bowser's Fury to me, which I love Bowser's Fury, but it feels like that in-between experimental Mario that's not like the true next Mario game. I don't know. But no, it'll be interesting. I would pick Tears of the Kingdom, but I'm going to tell you right now, I think the winner is Baldur's Gate 3. I just think that sweeps so many awards.
I think so too.
And I think it takes Game of the Year. It's kind of funny because the Starfield conversation happened again because Starfield was only nominated in one category, and it's a category it's going to get fucking thumped in because it's in the RPG category with Baldur's Gate. Yeah, that ain't happening.
There's no way that loses to no.
Nah. Baldur's Gate is going to wipe the. I bet you Baldur's Gate walks away with probably 4 or 5 awards this year.
It'll be like right. Elden Ring. That year, Elden Ring had won a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Did Elden Ring win a bunch of them? Yeah, it'll be like that.
Yep.
Because Baldur's Gate it's an incredible game.
Mm-hmm.
It's an incredible game.
Yeah, I truly think it wins this award. It's still, I mean, I haven't played it, so I couldn't even speak to it, but, like, I don't think anything's going to dethrone Zelda for me. That's just how I feel. But, no, I'll watch this mostly because these awards, like, he nominated, like, 500 things, and, like, only 3 of them will be on stage. So,
right.
In a 3-hour show, which is basically just E3 in November or December. So.
Yep.
All right. Remedy and Tencent are rebooting Project Vanguard from a free-to-play multiplayer game into a premium co-op multiplayer game. The new code name is Kestrel. I didn't even know this was a thing.
But I knew they were working on one, but okay.
The final base character for Tekken 8 has been announced. It's Reina. She's a new character.
Yeah, and she has a Mishima connection.
Except she's not Heihachi.
She's not Heihachi, but it appears she may be another spawn.
Oh, yeah. See, yeah, that little comic or whatever. I don't. Did you send me that? Whatever. But that, yeah.
No, I don't think so. I just read comments about it. I don't know any more than that, but.
Gotcha. I didn't realize that she had a connection. I'm so depressed that Heihachi is dead.
Yeah, well. To be fair, they did signal in the last game that he would be dead by him being dead and getting thrown into a lake of lava.
I mean, how many people have been thrown into a volcano in Tekken?
That's what I said. To be fair,
the nigga that threw him into it was supposedly thrown into the volcano.
Yeah, yeah. To be fair, you never know with a fighting game.
Right.
I mean, they had zombie Liu Kang at one point, you know.
Oh yeah,
we did have. Don't remind me of zombie Liu Kang.
I'd like to not be reminded of Deception's monetization, but you know, here we are.
Yeah.
Sorry, not Deception.
I was going to say Deception's monetization.
It's just MK1's monetization is a deception, so that's where.
Well, that is true.
Ooh, nice. That was nice.
Man, I booted that game up again this weekend and tried to play Invasions, and I'm like, I fucking hate these battles. I hate this dumb shit. There's literally a mini game in Invasion Towers that is like dodge some fucking fireballs by jumping or ducking. I'm just like, who wants to do this?
Yeah, that sounds terrible, if I'm being honest.
Ugh.
It does. Jeez.
Sonic is getting his own board game in January of 2024. That's the story.
I mean, that's cool.
Atlas is raising the base salary of new graduates to 300k yen, around $1,900, and the average annual salary of all employees by 15% in April of 2024.
Good.
Sega is also targeting 5 million sales for Persona 6, quoted saying, "We believe that it would be possible for a major Persona title, such as a numbered release, to sell 5 million copies in its first year, releasing it on, take note, Square Enix, multiple platforms and simultaneously worldwide from day one."
They don't know what you're talking about, man. They don't know what you're talking about.
Square's like, what? We just lost $2 billion since we released Final Fantasy 16, and I have no idea why.
Yeah.
I ain't saying Xbox and Switch are going to save your platform, but limiting your audience ain't never going to work out for you.
Right.
Larian has announced a physical deluxe edition for Baldur's Gate 3 for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. It includes 3-disc OST, a map, and more for $79.99, shipping Q1 2024. Also, it's $20 to ship it. So you should just call it $99.99.
You should just call it $99.99.
Yep. So this became a fanboy war on the internet. I don't know if you saw this, because the PlayStation 5 version is on 2 discs and the Xbox version is on 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus.
That's as we've discussed. That's loser behavior.
No, it definitely is. Like, man, because I saw that and I was like, damn, it's on 3 discs. And I was like, that's not going to matter, because I'm going to buy that set, by the way. Like, I'm going to pre-order that. But I'm probably going to buy the game digitally, so it doesn't matter. The disc is not even going to leave the stuff, so it's whatever. But I didn't realize they were using this for fanboy wars. Doesn't surprise me, because
it's just
behavior.
The PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X use different Blu-ray discs, and the PlayStation 1 holds 100 gigabytes, whereas the Xbox One only holds 50, which is why one of them is 3 and one of them is 2.
Yeah.
And that's it. That is literally the only thing about it, and it turned into a console war, and I'm just like, y'all fucking are weird.
Yeah, it's what my man said. Loser behavior. It's what it is. It's loser behavior. Come on, y'all, do better.
Konami has announced a new in-house Silent Hill dev team. NeoWiz, the publisher of Lies of P, has acquired 21% stake in Blank. No, it's not Redacted. They're called Blank.
Oh, I was like, Blank.
They're a newly founded studio by former CD Projekt Red devs.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, Annapurna has acquired South African studio 24-Bit Games, the studio that did Cocoon and Neon White. Nord Current has acquired River End Games. What else we got here? Amazon Luna is coming to France, Spain, and Italy. I forgot that was still a thing. But Rocksteady did a new gameplay video for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Man, that game has got some serious Sunset Overdrive vibes.
Yes, it does.
I'm gonna play that game, but I have tempered expectations for that.
That's where I'm at. Yes, sir. That's exactly what I was going to say. Like, I'm going to play it because I saw everybody was blowing up. Man, fuck this game. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna play it. Like, I mean, because Sunset Overdrive was a lot of fun, and that gameplay video, like, it looked fun. Like, if it controls well, which is really going to be the big thing, because showing me a video of something and having me actually control it can be two very different things sometimes. But as long as it controls well, I think
that is the
that'd
one
be
thing
fun.
I would not be worried about with Rocksteady. Like their games control well. So
That's true. That's true. Okay, yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out.
The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is getting an official mod editor for PC in 2024.
That's super cool.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth has been rated T by the ESRB. According to Jeff Grubb, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake is currently on hold and nobody works on it at any studio. I think that game's dead.
I was gonna say, I think that game is dead.
It is dead. Sega of America is reportedly trying to lay off employees who unionized earlier this year. 80 workers, around 40% would be affected.
That's loser behavior. Damn.
Yeah, come on, Sega. Amazon laid off 180 people in its gaming division, including the whole Crown Channel and Game Growth team.
Everybody. This industry is in tough shape right now.
Oh, I still have more.
Oh, I'm confident.
Digital Bros, 505 Games, etc., announced a workforce reduction of approximately 30%.
Jeez.
Humble Games is also doing layoffs. Activision has shut down Game Battles after 20 years. I don't even know what that is. So,
I don't even know what that is either.
What is that?
I don't know.
Never even heard of that.
Probably some esports thing or something. I don't know. Like they're shutting all their esports stuff down, like Overwatch League and all that stuff. So I don't know. Embracer laid off another 904 people, announcing their restructuring plan. They reduced its debt to 1.4 billion and plan to reduce it by 50% of that by April.
Jesus.
They will be doing more layoffs, studio closures, and sales will follow. Oof. Yeah, it's if you're a game
bad
developer,
news, man.
Yeah, if you're a game developer, it's a bad time out there. All right, let's do some releases. Saturnalia is out now on Steam. Death's Door, Katana Zero, Hades, and Slayaway Camp 2 are coming to Netflix. It's still weird for me to say that. I don't. Our Life on Water coming to PC in 2024. Little Lands coming to PC in 2024. Trinity Fusion leaving early access December 15th, coming to Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Shantae Advanced Risky Revolution is coming to all major platforms, which means not Xbox.
Right.
It's also coming to Game Boy Advanced, by the way.
The fuck?
Well, that's what it was originally made on. This is that one that Anthony was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got you.
HOW launched today on Nintendo Switch and PC, Xbox, PS5, and Epic Game Store version launches January 23rd. Forza Customs, a new Forza Match 3 game, is out now on Android and iOS. Okay. I didn't even know that was a thing. Cross Blitz launches November 29th in early access. Little Lands is coming to PC in 2024. Age of Empires 4 expansion, The Sultan's Ascend, is out now. Jesus, there's a lot of weird shit on here. All right, delays. Rocket Arena from EA, launched in 2020, has been delisted on all stores. It seems the servers are still up and there are still physical copies if somebody wants to play it. So, I'm looking to see if there's anything else that's happened since this list was made. Just The Last of Us shit. I think. Oh, so WB clarified Wonder Woman is not a live service game. It is actually a third-person open-world action game.
Oh, shoot.
Hopefully it'll be good. Who's making that? I don't know. Maybe we should write an article about it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Break the mystery.
That was uncalled for, but you know.
It wasn't. It was pitch perfect, my friend.
All right. Let's do an email. I got an email. Like, again, I keep telling people, like I tweeted out today, like I don't have access to that motherfucking account. So if you're tweeting at it, I don't see it. So send emails or tweet at me, and I will see it. So this one comes from Francisco. He says, "Hey crew, sorry I've been writing to my favorite gaming podcast, but I've been super busy. But good news, I got Resident Evil 4 Remake. It was a good deal on Green Man Gaming, $25, so I picked it up. About a third of the way finished with it, and so far it's been a very good experience. I love the updates, especially how much more fluid the movement is. I don't like the update to the merchant. His lines on the OG game were better. Can't wait to finish it. Ken, congrats on the new PC Master Race. You don't have a middle-of-the-road system. I would call that high-end at this point. You guys need to start up a collection to upgrade Drew's rig because, man, that 1060 he got, I bet he's really tired. Haha. Maybe as a baby shower gift. That's why he don't play games, because he can't run them. I don't think that's why he doesn't play games. I think he doesn't play games because he just never has any time.
They got no time.
That man is about to go.
He works a lot too.
Well, he works a lot, but he's about to go through like the most time vampire part of his life with a fucking baby.
Oh, yep.
Man.
I'm so glad that I'm past that now. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Man.
That shit will eat all of your time. Until they're about, what, 5-6 years old, then they start getting a little more independent?
Yeah, ish.
Yeah. On Ryan's point on how the SSD on the new consoles can make games better by loading fast travel or loading stuff fast, I think the problem is game engines. Let's be honest, even a basic SSD that's not NVMe can do 500 megabytes per second read speeds. We've had that since 2012. Even at those slow speeds, a game should be able to load in real time any asset it needs, even fast traveling. Let's look at most PS5 exclusives. All use their own homegrown engines, and I think that's where they get their advantage. Nintendo as well. Who remembers Mega Textures in the new id Tech engine featured in Rage? I remember playing that game and being amazed at how good it looked. Yeah, that game looked really good, even on 360.
Yep.
Like, you just like looking at the rocks on the ground, you're like, God damn, that's a Mega Texture.
Yeah.
It's a mega texture.
Mega Texture. Wasn't that like the only game to use it?
Probably.
Valve Source Engine, you can go back and play Half-Life 2 and still be impressed by it.
Yeah, speaking of Half-Life, by the way, since he brought that up, those games are on a massive sale right now on Steam if you don't own them already.
The first one's free, right?
The first one's free. Half-Life 1 Source is like 69 cents or something like that. Half-Life 2 is 99 cents. The expansions are all either 79 or 99 cents. I bought all of them for like $3.80 yesterday.
Yeah, I still like
all the ones I wanted. I didn't want like Team Fortress or any of that stuff. So
yeah, I still have the orange box on my Xbox, and it got a 4K update a while back, and man, like you can revisit those games, and they're still so good. It makes you even madder that they never made a new Half-Life 3 or Episode 3 of Half-Life 2.
Yeah,
like it's just Crytek and Crysis, Frostbite, and the Battlefield games. I mean, I can go on and on, but my point is there was so much innovation back then, and everyone wanted to make something different and new. Now, while there are a lot of good games coming out, innovation is not at the forefront. Microtransactions and remakes and remasters are. Which his next line cracks me up. Anyway, sorry for the rant, but excited for Mario RPG. Thanks for the show. Have a great week and Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for you all.
Aw, I'm thankful for fans like you, man. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah,
Thanksgiving.
I love it when people actually listen to the show and they're like, "Yeah, I love this stuff," and like they actually talk about it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, me too. It's like, aw.
All right. Somebody did find the tweet, so I have a couple tweets here. But also, somebody tweeted at me. Yorkara tweeted at me. Mario Kart 8 for the first time it's dropped out of the top 20 games sales-wise. It had a 78-month streak.
Oh my God.
Dude, that is like
That's
6
crazy.
years.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I just played that game this
That's
week.
the surest sign of any that they're going to come out with a new console.
Right.
Like, what do you think Mario Kart is? Like maybe 1 to 2? Like at least.
Oh yeah, the attach ratio is just out of control.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That tells me that they've run out of people to sell Switches to. So
yeah, if you
time
like
for them to.
When Mario Kart stops selling, that's when it's time.
Yep.
All right. John tweets at us a couple tweets. Says, I picked up Ghost of Tsushima again, and I'm mad I didn't spend more time with it earlier. Since I'm playing it, I've listened to a few podcasts that reviewed the game. A couple of them were saying the game didn't look good. This game is objectively beautiful, even on base PS4.
Don't listen to anybody that tries to tell you that game doesn't look good. That game looks freaking amazing.
No, that game is fucking
you hand
gorgeous.
them your phone, sir. You just tell them to hold your phone, and then you slap the shit out of them and take your phone back. Don't know what in the world. That game ain't pretty. Oh my God.
I will accept criticisms that game is very by the numbers, like Assassin's Creed style. Like, that's a perfectly legitimate criticism of that game. But saying it's not pretty, you're a fucking moron.
Yes. Oh my God. Riding and like he automatically will like bend down and like put his hand through the reeds as you're riding through. Oh my God, that game is so pretty. Oh,
yep. And when they upgraded it for PS5 and it now runs at like rock solid 60 FPS. Oh yeah.
I still need to do the expansion. I haven't finished the expansion. I beat the game, but I haven't done the expansion yet.
Yeah, what's the island? What's it called?
Like Iki or something like that.
Yeah, Iki Island or something like that.
Yeah, I played that. That was good too. Like that game is just, man, Sucker Punch like don't miss for me. Like their games are just always so much fun.
Yeah, yeah.
He also says, since you guys were talking about sitcom theme songs, thanks for getting the Growing Pains theme stuck in my head.
You're welcome. It was well worth it.
What is the best one? I'd say Cheers, but the song for Family Ties goes pretty hard, especially the chorus. Sha-na-na-na. He literally said, especially the chorus. Sha-la-la-la.
Yeah, I'll ride for 3. I'll tell you 3. So I have to say the Growing Pains theme song, just based on what we talked about last week. Also, Family Matters.
Everywhere You Look.
Yeah, that's right. It is a rare condition in this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page.
That's true. That's true.
And then the Perfect Strangers theme song as well.
Yeah, that was okay. I still don't think there's anything better than Growing Pains. I can't, man.
Growing Pains is definitely
it's just
top
too
notch.
good. Like if you asked me, if you put a gun to my head and said sing a sitcom theme song, that is literally the first one that would come into my head.
Agreed.
I just don't think there is. Man, I ain't gonna lie. The Full House theme song goes hard.
Yeah, I don't know. So I don't mind the Full House theme song, but what I'll say about the Full House theme song is that it feels to me like a and I know that before anybody shouts at me, I know it was first, but it feels like a cheap imitation of the Family Matters theme song.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
I can't be 100% on board with Full House.
There was at one point in my life where I could sing all those intros to TGIF because those shows coming on the blog was like Full House or Family Matters, Full House, and then was Step by Step.
Saved by the Bell.
Step by Step was great.
Saved by the Bell had a good one.
Yeah,
it was super fast.
Saved by the Bell had a good song. Yeah. There's so many. Like we were talking about last, there's so many good, and they just don't do that anymore. Like,
no,
they just don't do it anymore.
It's sad, man. Cause that shit was good.
Everybody's like, well, we don't want some singing in our themes. Like, yes, you do.
Right.
Like
you
nobody
don't know that you want
that theme.
Like
right.
The Sopranos theme song, you know that song.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but if you ask like somebody is like a current like TV show, it's like, what's the theme song? Like, you don't have one. I don't remember.
I think Frasier ruined it. He was out there singing about tossed salad and scrambled eggs, and nobody understood it.
Scrambled eggs, right? And then they brought that show back, and I think they re-recorded a new version for that.
Yeah, ruined the whole thing.
I mean, there's like even
Killed
some shows that like Supernatural went 15 seasons. You know that did not have a title. Like it literally like every season just had a different title card with the title on it. Like there was no song, there was no intro.
I never realized that.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's literally just like a
That's
different.
cool.
It's like just a different picture for every season, and it's based around the season. So like during the Angels, like there was just wings coming off the logo. Like it was just. I don't know, man. The Family Guy theme song's good too. I ain't gonna lie.
Family Guy is good. I mean, there's just so many.
Yeah.
Like, you hear that song, you instantly think of House. House is one of those songs you hear that. Oh, somebody watching House. What they doing? Like,
Oh, and my wife
God.
did that the other day. Like I've been rewatching it again because I fucking love that show. She's like, "Are you in there watching House?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I heard the song." Like,
Yep. Yeah. Like, I think you want a good theme song, man. God.
yeah, I don't get it, man. Like we used to like the Game of Thrones did a good one, like because everybody would just mimic it, like dun 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 dun. You know, they would just do it.
Yeah. Game of Thrones and House of Dragon both.
Like God, I don't know
man.
why.
Like,
I don't know why they went away from theme songs, man. It sucks because they were so good. Now a show is just like, nah, fuck it. Here's the title card, whatever.
Right. Title card, go. Like that's it. Like, all right.
It upsets me, man. Speaking of stuff I watched, I tried to watch Blue Beetle.
I like it.
Not so much.
It was fun.
Dude, it's literally just like paint. It's like a tracing book. Like I could tell you everything that was going to happen in that movie before I turned it on.
Okay, and I can never concede that point. I can't think of that. You're absolutely right. Is what I'm trying to tell you. That you're right. But it was fun, and it visually, like I didn't have an issue with the special effects. Like Flash was a mess visually wise. I didn't feel that way with Blue Beetle. Like in coming up off of Flash, Blue Beetle just felt like a breath of fresh air. Like everything, I was like, oh, okay, I'm vibing with this story. Like this is like the only joy I really got from Flash was Michael Keaton's Batman. Like that was it. Like I was just happy to see my man. Like,
I don't know. I just enjoyed like the complexity of that story a little more. And Blue Beetle is like, first of all, could it be like I don't know. I don't want to sound offensive, but like it feels like every Spanish trope was in that movie. Like it just like every other second.
Agreed.
There was something in your face of like, hey, this is a Spanish themed movie. I'm like, okay, I get it, and that's awesome, but like I feel like you're troping some of it.
Like when they dropped him off for work and the whole family is there,
standing
outside,
or like when he comes back home and he's eating the taco, he's like, oh my, like shows a close up of it. He's like, oh, this is I've been waiting on this. Like okay, I get it. It's fine. I don't know, man. I only got about an hour into it. I haven't finished it, but like I just felt like it was dragging. Like this, I felt like it could have been a 90-minute movie and it'd have been a lot better.
I will agree. There is some padding. I definitely felt like it was padded a bit, but I thought it was fun. Like I came out of it like, okay, I can see. I'll see the next one, and I could see him because I think he's in the like he's in the DCU or whatever the fuck they call it now. But he's like Blue Beetle is a part of the new one because I don't think the Flash was, but I think Blue Beetle is in there. And I was like, okay, all right, so he gonna be like the first thing that the little introduction we get to what's new in it. I don't know, it wasn't bad. I didn't think it was bad. It wasn't great. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't The Winter Soldier, which is my favorite comic book movie. Oh god, that movie's so good.
Which is hilarious because that was kind of peak Marvel and like. Let's talk about how old that movie is at this point.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure I screened that movie and that was when I was working at movie theater. That was years ago. Like yeah, it's old. But yeah, Blue Beetle was alright.
Yeah, I mean, I could give it alright, but like I was expecting to look because I've loved most of the DC movies. Like I just have. Like and when the ones people hate, I liked them. But this one, I don't know. I just could not like. George Lopez is always funny. And he's funny in this movie, but boy, he is trying too hard.
Yeah, he
this
was a lot.
movie.
Yeah, because he was like him, but turned up, and I'm like, man, like why? Like you don't have to reach that hard for the laughs, George. Like we gonna laugh, homie. We like you. Like he was doing a lot. You're right. You're right.
But I do like the dude that plays Blue Beetle. He's in Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
He's really
Yep.
good. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I
Did you
thought it was good.
watch? Speaking of movies, did you watch Indiana Jones? Say we need a movie podcast. We have to start a movie show.
Oh, of course I
Y'all should
watched Indiana
write in.
Jones.
Tell us.
Indiana Jones
Did
was
you
a
like
good
it?
movie. It was a good movie. It
Okay.
was.
Yeah, I thought.
It was a
Go ahead.
solid end to that series. Like the ending
agree.
had me almost tear up. Like
You
when
know
they're
what?
back at his house.
I'm man enough to admit. Yep, same. I did. I was like, oh, that's okay. When he did the whole "Where does it hurt? Where doesn't it hurt?"
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
yeah. Like that whole
yeah.
scene
Yep.
was like, okay, this is perfect. This is the best way to end it.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that what's his name is dead. Did they just like explain that off in like a one line?
Yeah, it was 2 lines, right? That because I guess he went to war, and then like dude kept making a point. Well, you've lost your son, Dr. Jones. You're going to lose. And I'm like, oh damn, okay. I guess he didn't make it for Vietnam. All right, so so yeah, I guess Butt is dead. But
Spoiler.
yeah, I
Sorry.
liked it. Oh well, not. Oh come on. I mean that if y'all count that as y'all didn't even rock with that nigga in Crystal Skull. Like if the niggas are gonna be the real. Come
Dude,
on.
a lot of people
Now,
be like,
but-
this is a reason for me to go see this movie now.
Exactly. Like shit, I'm there. All right. Like so, but yeah, I thought it was better than Crystal Skull because I was one of the ones that did not like it. And he was part of the reason why I did not like it.
It
was a small
is
part.
better. It is better
Yeah,
than Crystal
yeah.
Skull. So I'm one of the people that liked it. Like I don't defend it. I think it's fine. I always found it funny when people are like, aliens. I'm like, dude, it's Indiana Jones. Motherfucker found the Ark of the Covenant. Like, aliens ain't that far fetched. I'm just throwing that out there, you know? And I mean, to be fair, in this one, you know the plot. Motherfucker going time travel. Like,
Yep.
what?
Oh my God. Okay, this was a problem for me throughout that. Oh my God, and it pissed me off so bad. All that motherfucking money that Disney has, why was that de-aged CGI so goddamn bad? Like, did you see that when they were showing like young Indy at the beginning?
Yeah, some parts of it were a little rough.
Oh man, he just looked so rubbery. Like I was like, oh, it's like he wearing an indie mask. Like
Well,
y'all got too much money to make it look like that.
Let's be fair. Disney's been cutting corners on CGI for a while. And I think they're
Facts.
just trying to save money because, like, a lot of the Marvel shit has been pretty bad.
Yeah, Ant-Man, Quantumania, that was
Fucking
man.
Modok. So
Jeez,
bad.
yeah, God, dog, his little butt. Oh man, that was just. Oh God, that was so bad.
Yeah,
Apparently,
Disney's
the
been
Marvels
like
is
cutting.
great,
Yeah, they're like Disney's like, nah, you ain't getting no CGI budget for this.
right? Let me
Ugh.
stop. I'm legit gonna turn this into a movie. I could talk about some movies, but I'm telling you, y'all want to write in and be like, y'all should do a movie podcast. I'll do it. I'll do a movie podcast for y'all if y'all stuff that you want.
If we're gonna
I'll
do
set it up.
if Wombat's gonna join that podcast, we gotta watch movies from like 1997 though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll join the movie podcast, and every week it'll just be like, I didn't watch any movies this week, or I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
God
that.
dang it, right.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Oh yeah, I haven't seen that.
Oh shit!
Y'all
Like,
to every movie you're all talking about, I haven't seen.
yeah, I'd be surprised if you saw Crystal
God dang
Skull at this point.
Oh no, I didn't see Crystal Skull. Are you kidding me?
See?
okay.
For me
so
to
you
see
can
a
just
movie,
come-
it literally has to be either someone else, namely my wife and or my son, wanted to see the movie, so I went to see the movie. Or it has to be something that I don't feel like I can not watch. Like the like even the
new
newest
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars movie I didn't see until after it had been out for like 3 months, and I watched it in 2 halves on my phone in my car. So
I'm so
I
glad
just
they spent all that money to
You're-
film that movie so you could watch it on the best
Right.
screen possible.
listen. You know what? They should have just not filmed it because that.
Well,
movie
that's
sucked.
fair.
I mean,
That's fair.
that's not he ain't lying. You basically are my wife. That's how my wife watches movies. Because like I said, like I watch the majority of stuff by myself. My kids are movie fans, like they'll watch stuff, but Amanda couldn't care less. Like she'd be like, I don't care about seeing that movie. whatever. So yeah, like I don't even remember what the last Marvel movie, because she used to go to people like that. Like if we go see it, or like the movies that are must see, like Endgame, like she went to the theater with us for that, like the really big stuff. But outside of that, nah, she'll watch Pride and Prejudice 400 times before she watched something new.
I mean, I totally get it. Like a lot of people are like that, you know. It's
Oh yeah, that definitely. You have your comfort movies and stuff, like for sure.
I don't know. It's funny. Like there's a bunch of stuff I haven't seen either. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I fell off the Marvel stuff hard. Like I still haven't watched Black Panther.
Yeah, we're not even going to get into Marvel stuff.
It's too much at this point. Like I don't, and it's completely thrown me off of watching new movies because I'm like, well, I missed the last 2 TV shows and the last 2 movies, so I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, it's
right.
Spider-Man is y'all know how I feel about Spider-Man. I still haven't seen any of the MCU Spider-Man movies because I was like, well, I can't really watch them because I haven't watched any of the other stuff.
Well, you know, you could just go to the Amazon and get lost looking for spiders.
Wow,
that's true. That's he was with my mother when she was researching spiders in the Amazon and then died.
You know, Sony's about to ruin all that. I don't know if you saw that news report today. They're tying the next Spider-Man movie into that universe.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, because the MCU Spider-Man is see, you haven't seen any of those things. Did you see Venom at all, Ryan?
No.
Did you watch? You probably not. Okay, yeah.
No.
So there's a point at the end where it ties
into.
It?
No, I listen, and not to mention that it has become impossible to avoid spoilers for any MCU movie because
100%.
everyone in the world just talks about them openly. So, yeah, I don't even.
Well,
it's not even something I've tried to avoid.
Each other. I got you. They tie into each other. So the Venom one, because that's from the Sony stuff, basically ties into the MCU Spider-Man, and which is now going to tie it. So they're kind of merging all the stuff together because I guess Tom Holland is going to be in the Sony Spider-Man movie at some point to complete said merge. But yeah, if you saw the MCU Spider-Mans, all that stuff would make more sense. But you don't, like, since you're a fan, you don't really have to watch too many of the other things to catch the Spider-Man ones. If you watch those 2 movies, they're kind of self-contained. Like they mention other stuff, but it's stuff that you already know about, like what happened in Endgame and stuff like that.
Well, I haven't seen Endgame, but I know.
Okay, my brother in Christ. My brother in Christ.
Listen, Terrence, we have talked about this. The last Marvel movie that I watched was the first Thor movie. I haven't seen the first Captain America.
Oh my!
I have not seen it.
You thought I was blind.
Do you know that the Thor movie was like the second or third Marvel movie? Because like
I am
Iron
keenly aware. There is not a day that goes by in pop culture that I am not reminded that Thor was like the second or third movie. I saw both Iron Man movies and Thor.
Yep. Yeah, I think Thor was the third one. It came out after. It might have come out the same year because I think I was working at the movie theater, so that came out the same year as Iron Man 2. But yeah, wow. So you fell off early. You just checked out. It went at the infancy. You was like, you know what? Fuck the universes. I don't even care. Like I'm good right here. Thor is here. You get it. We say.
My wife and I have committed to watching through them, but we've just never taken the time to do it.
Dude, you got about you better start now if you want to do it before you die.
Yeah, brother, you got a long. It's gonna be a long time.
That shit's been going on for like 15 years now.
Yeah. I honestly didn't realize that you had, like, I thought you had saw, because I knew you said you hadn't seen a lot of the stuff. I thought you had ended, like, Endgame. Because that's where a lot of people stop. Because that wraps up all of the other stuff from, like, Iron Man to Endgame. Like, that wraps up everything. So a lot of people kind of checked out at that point. And I figured you were one of those. It was like, all right, I'm good. But yeah, you didn't even make it that far. I got you.
Yeah. We just gave up.
I got you. We should do a movie podcast, and then maybe that'll help you to watch movies. He should challenge you to watch.
I mean, he doesn't play games.
Listen, I was just getting ready to say we've been
That's
doing a video game podcast for 17 years and it ain't made me play more games. So.
Right. I was saying he's still be like, I didn't play. Listen, I'm gonna buy you some time. I ain't played shit this week. So basically, Terrence, what you got? Like, yeah. So yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right, that's cool.
No, he's never been the movie guy. We used to drag him to movies back in the day, and he got to watch 1,000 terrible horror movies.
Oh my God, that's probably why I don't go to the movies anymore.
Wow, y'all done ruined it for this man.
We did.
Ruined it.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's funny.
I need to watch more movies. I don't watch enough movies. Like stuff I want to watch. Like I haven't even watched the new Fast movie, and I've seen all of those.
I have too, and I've seen all the Saw movies, and I haven't seen the new one of that yet. Like I'm so behind in my stuff, like not quite the Ryan level behind, but I'm like so behind in some of the stuff.
I did watch the new Saw movie. I also need to see the new Equalizer because Denzel is the shit. Like I gotta see that.
I heard that was good.
The first two are good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, Denzel is usually that's one of them that you're gonna get a good time. You know what I mean? Like he's pretty safe. Like I feel like if I don't know nothing about the movie and Denzel is in it, I'm probably gonna enjoy it. Like
Oh yeah.
So.
All right. Well, that's kind of all I got for this week. We can make it a short time. Everybody enjoy your holiday week. Eat some food. I still don't have access to the Twitter. So I don't know if that's coming back or not. But you can still email us, podcast@ztgd.com. You can do that. So do that.
Do that.
What?
And then Phoenix Down. Drew just told me what they were doing, and I already forgot.
Space!
No, they're doing Phobia. That's what it is. There's just Phobia St. Dinfin in the hotel.
Yeah, that's what it is. The hotel one. Yep.
Yeah, that's what they're doing right now. So that'll be up. Hopefully this week. I don't know. Drew's disappeared, which I totally get.
Oh yeah.
Like I said earlier,
man. He got a lot of stuff going on.
I still can't believe that man's going to go through this at 40. I could not fathom it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I do not envy him, but I'll be here for him.
My ass turns 44 this week, and I'm like, nah, dude. Nah.
Yeah. No. Like, I can see the light at the end of that tunnel. There's no way I'm about to start at the beginning of that journey.
Oh, hell no.
I
got a teenager now. We good. Like, he can do pretty much everything on his own. So,
Yep.
I'm gold. In fact, I'm having him do my shit, because, that's where we at.
Yep. Once they drive, then you know you're in there.
That's right. Just be done. There you go. Get shit out. Anyway, that's it for the show this week. Nobody has anything else. We're getting out of here. Peace, bitches.
Alrighty. And it goes something like this.